In this video, I'm going to show you guys the best budget equipment for competitive Fortnite. I want to cover the best value options available for each part of your gaming setup, which includes the gaming PC. All in all, you can get a high-performance gaming and even streaming setup for less than $1,000 by the end of this video. One of the most important pieces of your gaming setup is the gaming monitor, and there's no better choice than the Kurui 24E4. This is a 24-inch 1080p 165Hz monitor, and it comes in at just $99.99, which is pretty insane for a full-blown gaming monitor. 24-inch is sort of the sweet spot for 1080p, so you don't have to worry about quality issues. And Kurui in general is known for making the best budget gaming monitors, and I stand by that for this choice. I know that this isn't a 240Hz monitor, but we're trying to keep our expenditures at a minimum. And to be honest, you would only need to get at least 144Hz for a gaming monitor to experience drastic changes. The change from 60Hz all the way up to 144Hz is insane, but I can't say the same for 144 to 240. I would personally buy from Kurui because they actually don't 100% cheap out on everything like other brands. And even though that there is no defining factor on this monitor, and it is certainly not the best monitor compared to mainstream brands like Asus, it still is the best value monitor in the world, and it's not even close. The next thing we should talk about is the keyboard, in which there are a ton of different keyboard brands making competitive keyboards at competitive prices. However, the best one I can find on Amazon for under $50, and the ones that I've tried out myself, is none other than the HK Gaming GK61. Pairing this specific keyboard with the Gateron optical yellow switches actually puts you in the conversation with the Apex Pro in terms of speed. You can obviously still pair this up with whatever switch you want, and you'll still get one hell of a keyboard. I remember this keyboard was in the conversation for the fastest keyboard back in 2021 and even 2022, and it honestly still holds up today despite the newer magnetic switches and the newer generation of keyboards. The speed and look of the keyboard is actually scarily similar to the Razer Huntsman Mini and the Corsair K65 RGB Mini, both being mainstream keyboards worth more than the GK61. And for $49, you are not getting a better keyboard than this one. Now, getting a keyboard is one thing, but getting a mouse is 100% the next thing you should be thinking about, in which the Attack Shark X3 comes in. The Attack Shark X3 is my personal choice for this one because it's almost an exact carbon copy of the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. The only difference is this one comes in at $100 cheaper. This mouse comes in at just $42, which is insane value for a mouse that's almost a direct copy of one of the most popular gaming mouse of all time. The Superlight in itself has every right to be famous. It's light, it's produced by Logitech, it's got a decent premium feel to it despite being plastic. It's no secret that almost every pro is playing on the Superlight. However, if you can get something of similar caliber, if not dead similar to the Superlight for $100 cheaper, then it's a no-brainer. And this goes for games more so than just Fortnite. If you're thinking Valorant or any other esport, then this mouse is still probably for you. The next thing we should talk about are the headphones. I would have personally recommended the JBL Quantum since they are really good headphones for a budget. However, since we're going to keep the budget at a minimum, we do not want to have a separate microphone. And the microphone quality of the JBL Quantums isn't really that good, and in fact, I find it to be horrible. So, the better answer is the HyperX Cloud 2s. HyperX headphones are the best in the market right now, and they have been so for the last few years. I have personally owned the HyperX Cloud 2s for almost 3.5 years now, and I have no problems with it whatsoever. The microphone quality is solid and is even enough for decent streaming. And to be honest, for $67, you probably won't get anything better, and I don't even see why it would be valuable to buy something more expensive. Getting studio headsets or really expensive headphones for Fortnite is just not the play, and is never of value unless you have a ton of money to spend, in which this video is not for. For gaming mousepads, the Glorious Elements XL mousepad is awesome for $23. I haven't owned one personally, but it says that it's a glass infused. I'm not really sure how impactful that is for performance, but based on what I've read, it's a solid mousepad for wireless gaming mice, which is what the Attack Shark X3 is. But to be honest, getting a mousepad won't be as significant as you may think, even though it's definitely recommended to have a good one. It's definitely not a necessity to get the most expensive and best performing mouse, so you should probably just consider getting a mousepad for your budget. Finally, we have the gaming PC. So far, we've spent roughly $300 on peripherals, which is not too bad. That leaves us with around $700 to purchase a full-blown gaming PC. In most cases, people tend to either overpay for a PC or even just get the wrong PC parts, especially when they see the lower price tag. However, this PC I've built gets 200 to 300 FPS in game and it runs Fortnite perfectly for under $700. This PC has an AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. It has an MSI B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi motherboard, although you could swap this out with the non-Wi-Fi version. It has a Silicon Power Gaming 32GB DDR4 RAM, that's 32,000 MHz, and also two 16GB RAM sticks, I believe. We have ourselves the Team Group 1TB M2 NVMe SSD. We got the ASRock Challenger D Radeon RX 6600. Getting an AMD GPU is probably the solid choice here because AMD GPUs are typically better price to performance ratio. Even though I know that some people say that Nvidia performs better in Fortnite, the price to performance ratio of the AMD is just significantly better than Nvidia's. And to be honest, the difference in performance isn't really all that noticeable. So the RX 6600 takes the win, but I can still recommend maybe the RTX 3060 or the RTX 3070 if you're into that. Next up, we got the NZXT H6 Flow ATX case. I chose this case in particular because I wanted to look good, but you can actually cheap out on the case and probably get this for around $600 to $630. However, getting a really nice case is just honestly very satisfying. There's a PC part picker list that's in the description if you guys want to buy the PC parts separately for yourself, which is probably the best way to save money. This PC is mad underrated and I would honestly recommend this to everyone who wants the best price to performance ratio for their PCs. You can even stream on this PC smoothly, and if you pair this up with the Kurui 165Hz monitor that I mentioned earlier, you have yourself the best gaming setup on a price to performance ratio. You can expect to see stable frames at 165 FPS, maybe even more on this PC while streaming. And if you have the GK61, the AttackShark X3, and the HyperX Cloud 2s, you have a pretty solid setup for under $1,000. You can even get some of these stuff for used and save even more money. If you get some of the stuff used, you're looking at $700 to $750, which is very solid, considering that competitive Fortnite is a pretty hard game to run. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you did, then please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to purchase these products, I have Amazon affiliate links in the description. These links support the channel so much just by clicking through them. If you click the link in the description and purchase the product using my link, I will get a share of what you pay for. You guys don't even have to spend anything. You just have to click the link in the description and you're already supporting the channel. If you guys want to learn more about mid-range setups or even high-end options, then definitely do post them in the comment section below because I will be checking the comments of this video specifically. I'm going to post longer videos now and I have a pretty big video planned which I will probably take a week to edit. Videos get harder nowadays, especially since it's the last few weeks of my high school life. So definitely do keep that in mind. I still do play Fortnite a ton, so don't worry when I say that I'm still a Fortnite gamer. Otherwise, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you all in the next video.